What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? It's your boy. Hey guys, it's your boy Pat. Just giving you another streaming on this good old Sunday. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. I know I am. And just want to get some Mass Effect in. Now, as you guys know, I have not played the first Mass Effect. I played the second and the third and Andromeda. And I'm liking it. I'm liking the story. I'm really liking. I'm trying to figure out what Saren's all about. And because I heard that out of all the stories, the first one's actually the best. So, there's a couple hijinks about the gameplay that I'm not quite liking. It seems like Mass Effect 2 and 3 were like shooters with RPG elements, whereas this one's more of RPG elements with shooting elements in it. So kind of like in reverse, which is not bad either, but it's definitely different. Alright, give me one moment folks. I'm just going to make sure that my sound is good. Alright, everything's looking good here, folks. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, darn. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. I realized that my phone was on. Alright. Well, let's get going. So, guys, I'm fortunate enough to be playing this on a PS5. So, funny story about how I got that.
Huh.
Hey, thanks, Rachel. I appreciate it. So, you're working on a final, so I can't stay, but I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much, Ray Ray. Thanks so much.
300 years
How's
ago,
my guy Tay doing? Tay figured out the Sims game. Oh, he
did?
did? That's what's up. Is he enjoying it? Tell me if it's is it multiplayer? Let's see here. Let's look at my journal here. Let's see what we got. Expose Saren. Citadel Rex. Erna Rex has joined the crew. Vicarian. The beacon on Eden Prime was destroyed. Okay, well, I think I have everything I need to do. Yep. Go see Barlamon. Did that. Oh, okay. Looks like I did everything I was supposed to do. What I don't understand is how these weapons work. I don't understand. high caliber pixels. Okay. So do I just change? Okay, so let me see. So I guess I should stick with what I got. What else we got? Scimitar, Storm. He's doing all right with it, and I don't think it is, but there's like an online environment. You know what? I heard some really good things about The Sims. I just not really got into it because this is not really my thing. But yeah, more power to him. I mean, I'm glad he likes it. Okay, so that is a better rifle. Okay. Okay, I got the Reaper rifle. What else we got? So let's see. Okay, so I got alright. I'm not getting any of those. Alright, cool. That's what's up. I didn't know, like, I wonder if I can actually equip. Okay, well that's that. But this is a codex. Huh, weird. Oh, equipment. There we go. Alright, so let's go to Tally here. See what Tally's got. Looks like Tally likes the Banshee. I guess the Banshee gives you more. So we'll give that to Tally. And then Tally's got Storm. And I can give her the Scimitar. Yeah, I'll do that. And then it looks like she's got Striker. So we'll give her that. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, and then Ernok Rex, my boy. He's got a sniper rifle. We'll give her that, give him that, and then give him the Scimitar. Oh, it looks like the Avenger is going to be better for him. So you graduate in December, super excited about that. Yo, that is what's up, Ray Ray. I'm proud of you. What's your degree going to be in? Man, I'm so happy for you, Ray Ray. That's what's up. Ray Ray about to be a graduate, y'all. She about to be making that money. Go ahead. See, I gotta say this, you know, and don't get me wrong. I've had my moments where I'm like, man, I wish I didn't really, you know, spend all that money to get my degree. But you know, it does give me a source of pride because, you know, it's one thing to finish high school. You know, it's kind of like you go to high school for like what 12 years of your life, or more. And you better come out with something, you know. And I think that when you do the college thing, not only are you putting your time in there, you're putting a lot of money in that. So kudos to the folks that go to college and finish, you know. Especially like if you take a break and you go back, like that's amazing. That's good. So business management with emphasis on social media and digital marketing got this second chance. Hell yeah. So here's the thing about business management and social media and digital marketing. That is such a good degree, and I'll tell you why. In my business, so I work for a property management company, which I won't say because I don't want them saying some BS. But I work for property management, and the one thing that I realized about property management is that they're always looking at social media. They're always trying to get on like this hot new thing that everybody's on, so that way they can propel their business. So frequently I have to go ahead and do Instagram posts. So I have to learn how to do Instagram posts. I have to learn how to make flyers like from scratch through like programs like Canva and all that stuff. And I mean, that's something, I mean, there's more to it than that, obviously, because it's all about marketing. But what I really like about your degree, Ray Ray, is that is the future. You know, marketing people have to know about social media. They're going to have to know about digital marketing and all that stuff. That's exactly what they're looking for, and I think that you're always going to have a job. You know, whether it's going to be Facebook,
Is
Instagram,
there something else I can help you with, Commander?
You know, Snapchat, all that stuff. I think that you're always going to have a job, and I'm so proud of you. So, best believe if there's a spot available for the graduation, you let me know. I'll definitely be there, no problem. And I'm so glad, so proud of you. So proud of you. But yeah, folks, like, you know,
This place is
see,
fantastic.
what's a good thing too is that when you have people's like family, friends, or whatever, that are doing really good, positive things, it rubs off on you. See, what I keep telling people, right, is that that's why you chose it. Yeah, absolutely, that's why you chose it, of course. And so, like, uh, when you have good people, positive minded people around you, and they're doing positive things, it makes you want to do positive things yourself. So, like, I tell a lot of people in general, uh, you know, your friends is what defines you at times, you know. And people may say, well, what do you mean by that? You know, you can't be judging people, it's online, but maybe I'll have a party. Yeah, you should have a party. Of course you should have a party. Gotta let me and Rosie know, well, you know, what kind of party is it, if we can bring the baby or not. I'm sure you'd love to see the baby. And I mean, obviously, you're gonna get to see the baby way before your party, though, for sure. I hope. Um, if you're not too busy, I'd love to have you guys come over once the baby's here and come see her. Um, but yeah, anyways, what was I saying again? Oh yeah. Um, but yeah, so you know, you got people who
I'm
have
on a break.
situations. I'm
Talk
on
to
a
someone
break.
else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Oh, what's
Maybe I
wrong,
can
bro?
help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
Sometimes.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure,
Oh,
or
Ray
they
Ray,
were
you don't
attacked.
drink. I'm sure you can bring the baby. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
What's in this for me?
I can't
That's
afford
right.
to pay
You
you
gotta
anything.
talk about the reward.
If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track
Little
him down already.
Isabella.
Maybe you could
Yeah.
look into this
Well,
as a
we're
personal
naming her
favor,
Isabel,
you know?
so that's close.
We
but
humans
yeah,
have to stick
she could
together.
be your little Isabella. She gonna love Aunt Ray Ray, that's for sure.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader.
And Uncle
Ships
Tay.
like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
Same with
I'll
guys.
forward them
What
to
I
your
was really
ship right
talking
away.
about is that you know you
Please
gotta
let me
keep
know as soon
positive
as you
friends. You
find
gotta keep friends that are gonna be doing some good things in your neighborhood. You know, because it matters a lot. You know, the company that you keep matters, and so you always want to make sure that that you are around good people. So, all right, let me see what this journal says, because I'm not sure what the freak is going on. Let's see. A man named Gareth. Okay, you discovered a strange transmission. Discussing some sort of biotic. On the whole, it seems harmless. Okay, Citadel, the fan. You've been impressed by Conrad. While on the Citadel, you uncovered an Alliance patrol report. Scan the keepers. Okay, I scanned 13 out of the 20. Okay, cool. So, what do I do now? Do I... let's see. Oh, there it is. Go to in the Horsehead Nebula cluster and search for signs of Garrow's brother. Head to the Century system in the Hawking Ether and investigate a strange biotic. While on the Citadel, you uncovered an Alliance patrol report. One of the patrols mentioned some strange activity. Okay, I did all this. Huh. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I can go back. Or... yeah, I guess I could. Oh, you love kids. I know you do. I'm gonna go for now, but yeah, I completely agree. Yes. Thanks, Ray Ray. I appreciate you. You're always wonderful. Always adding to the conversation. So
I'm waiting to
for
speak.
folks who don't know, Ray Ray
Congratulations
is a
on
good friend
becoming
of
the
mine
first
in
human
real
Spectre,
life,
Commander.
and,
I'm certain you'll
she's
be up to the
graduating
challenge.
this year, y'all. So definitely give some hand claps for her. And then her husband Tay is also in school. I'm not sure when he's graduating, but I'm sure it's going to be soon, and I'm excited for the both of them. So you know, the thing is with education, you could definitely get a lot more doors open. I mean, it doesn't open all the doors, but it will open a lot more doors. So congratulations, pretty fiercely with the Spectre, Commander. I'm sure you'll be up to the challenge. Who are you?
Sorry, I don't think we've met.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Oh, what's
Is
up?
something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse.
Oh, snap,
We
son.
lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance
Oh,
to
that's,
check it out.
reminds me of
Suddenly
something
it's
that
a restricted
else happened
area.
in the Traverse.
But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
Your Ray Ray said you already know.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though. I'll
Damn,
upload
son.
the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
We've tried to create organic environments back on the flotilla, but we lack the space for anything as grand as this.
Not a lot of security here.
Alright, time to get back to the ship. I finally became a Spectre. So, you know. You would think that they would give you something cool, though. Like, if you're a Spectre, though. You would think that they, I don't know, like. For whatever reason, you look like I look like a freight train that I'm running. Alright. Alright.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week,
I will say this, I definitely want to replicate this haircut one day. You know, maybe my hair would grow long enough to do this, like, on my vacation.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
All right, let's see.
Let all races herald the glory of the Inquisitors who raised them all.
All right. Trying to get back to my ship. Man, how do I get back to my ship? Maybe it's the indices. It's probably gotta be that. Let's see if any of my guys online. Let's see. Let's see what's good. Oh man. Am I the only one here? Darn. Alright, guess there's nothing there. Guess there's nobody online. That's odd. But whatever. Alright, let's see. How do I get back to... let's see, where can I... Oh, okay, yeah, there's a map. Alright. Point of interest. So there's a point of interest right there. That's the bank. Another point of interest. Alright. Unit's office. Oh, there's another point of interest.
Welcome to on the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the council
What can you tell me about this?
Since then, the 3 council races have
It
worked
can't be as
together.
simple as that.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment.
Do you know anything about
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of special Their primary role is... In this role, they are granted extraterritorial... Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel. Welcome to... On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower. In this role, they are granted extra... If you wish to learn more, the most recently added Since then, the 3 council races have worked together to ensure that...
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Man, where's my ship? It's gotta be somewhere. I could have sworn. Oh. Man, I gotta tell you, I got up pretty early today. And I know it's a Sunday, I swear. I can't wait until I take a little bit of vacation time and yay.
Welcome to The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes
That's all
beyond...
for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Man, this guy can't really sprint very far. Man, the one thing I miss, because I'm in Vanguard in most of these games, is I really miss the, excuse me guys. Thanks Otto for liking the stream. So the one thing that I miss about the other 2 games was in the Vanguard you could press you could like what's the word? You could what's the word? To the words, no. Okay, what you could pretty much do was you could like charge into an enemy, they like you bounce off of them and then you shotgun them. I love doing that in the 2nd and 3rd game. It's a shame that it wasn't the first one, but you know, you gotta. That's what makes the 2nd one so great, is that it's just that, and I mean, I really enjoyed the 2nd one. So you know, I kind of started the series in one of the best of the series.
Welcome. For your convenience, this terminal is programmed with information
Tell me about the relay
discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel. The relay... What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Or no one can say for sure, making the relay monument...
Tell me about the Citadel
housing
Tower.
both the council chambers and... Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate...
I'd like to hear more about
the business of the council, which often has... The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent... Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials...
What if someone has business with
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an... Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador...
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their... Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around
Any particular reason there are
the
so many?
Keepers do not communicate with other species. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council Chamber itself, though they appear to
That's
be
all
just-
for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
I was never a fan of this statue. The Krogan monument just seems more impressive to me.
They built a lake on a space station. I can't even imagine the resources needed to maintain it.
Got a moment, Spectre?
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be...
Man, those are expensive.
Got a moment? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
My people used to have an embassy here, but after we created the Geth, they were no longer welcome.
I could use a snack. Think there's any fish out in that lake?
They built a lake on a space station. I can't even imagine the resources needed to maintain it.
Hello again. The consort is very pleased with everything.
Any chance I can move up?
Yeah, she is grateful. The client list is a separate matter, and her schedule is complete.
I think I'm done here.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
You Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
Damn, I like how she just went back on him. She's all the time.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, The conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Maybe I can get to Noveria before the Geth.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Noveria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Squad?
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. The Council wants to ignore this. That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past, no reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. The Captain will be proud.
The Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
How do I get Renegade? I don't get that. I'm just... oh well. Don't get it, but... Talk to Navigator Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call, even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
You did the best you could, Commander. It's my fault. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to
I'm
talk?
sorry, Commander. I need to get... I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Nice ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth.
So Luis, thanks for liking the stream.
Never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tali, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along.
Man, I
Traveling
love
on a
Tali.
vessel
I love
like this
her
is a
accent.
dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains. Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I should go.
See you later.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you
What have
head
you
out?
got?
Whatever you want. Well, as long as you don't mind paying.
Why should I pay you?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Let's see here. Tally and Garrus. Oh, Garrus has. We'll do these two. Tally and Ashley. Oh, okay, I'm in the little warhog. Warhog is definitely What up, Amarat? What up, player? See your ass in the stream. Nah, you're not. Come on, Amarat. Man, I ain't gonna lie. This is it's actually a lot of fun. I guess they really did make some much needed tweaks on the what do you call this thing? I don't know. Looks like the same thing they used on the moon, except without the missile and shit. I'm sure you know what? I wonder if the vehicle that they used in that on the moon, if it probably did have weapons. I mean, come on, there's no way they did not go there without some heat. There's no way. Not gonna give up. Not giving up.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
These are Admiral Kahoku's men. We need to tell him what happened here.
Damn. Oh, I didn't realize I could
I'm on my way. You lead, I'll follow.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone. Turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Not now, Shepard! think we're good, Shepard.
The hell?
ECM is hot.
think I'm too low level for this, but... Hey.
Shepard.
I can't see them.
Remember to stay hydrated.
My people have searched many generations for a world to call home. If we let just keep searching. It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin, after it was built. I'm right here.
I wonder what Liara's looking for in here. Most Prothean ruins have nothing more than dead instrumentation.
Well, look who it is.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara T'Soni, I presume.
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me.
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
here if you need me.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her. And he always gets what he wants. Kill her. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
For Emerald says, oh, my mom brother said, what's up, bro? I'm playing Control on my page. And then he says, how can you speak like that with no lips? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, Emerald. I don't know.
If the
So you
Protheans
play
weren't
Control?
the first, then
so,
who was?
my mom boyfriend, that's
I don't know.
That's my homeboy
There is
Brandon.
barely
He's
any
playing
evidence
Control
on
on
the
his page if
Protheans,
you guys are interested.
even less
check
on
him
those who
out.
came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
Saving my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medal
figures. Just get me a nice card and a cake. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Like I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
I need to know more about this
Of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship.
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make
Whatever you want, Commander.
How's the Normandy performing? Is
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average. All right, see ya.
Alright guys, we're gonna call that a night. Just wanna give a shout out to my mom boyfriend. The man, that's kind of funny. But anyways, I just want to give a quick shout out to my homeboy. Check out his page, he's playing Control right now. I will be back sometime this week to play some more Mass Effect 1. Until then, you guys can find me on twitch.tv/minoritygames, youtube.com/minoritygaming, facebook.com/minoritygames, and also follow me on Twitter at minoritygamer1. Hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to check out your boys at Culture Junkies. Tomorrow will be Dr. Kuji's time to stream. Hopefully, he streams something really good. He loves to do the retro games to modern games, and I love those too, so I'll be checking that out as well. Also check out my boy Kenshiro and Amarak as well. Kenshiro streams on Tuesdays, and then Amarak, I believe, he streams on Thursdays. Wednesday is the Culture Junkie podcast, which I also love to watch, so definitely check those guys out too. CultureJunkies.net, I believe. And don't forget Good Guys Gaming, nice little Discord there that they actually gave me a lot of support with the stream. In fact, my boy Amarak is probably watching me right now, and yeah, definitely check the Discord, goodguygaming.com. And we'll see how it goes. I do need folks to be signing up though, so subscribe to my page, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, or all three. I definitely would be very happy to get those. Alrighty guys, on to the next stream. We'll see you there, and you guys take care.